Okay, hello, good day everyone, and we're back again for another video tutorial about web development under your Google Cloud platform. So last time, we have set up our full LAMP stack development environment under our GCP, Google Cloud platform. We created a virtual machine, we install Apache, we install MySQL, and then PHP. So today we're gonna configure our website jtech.ltd, okay, to point to our web server in our Google Cloud platform. Okay, so do that. Let's try to go to our Google Cloud platform. So first we have to SSH to our virtual machine. Anyway, we can actually do this using the Webmin server administration app. But for now, let's try to. And then I have also curated commands so that I will just copy and paste it to the command line. So what I'm doing right now is I am actually creating a copy of the default sites available configuration. Okay, so I have now. So what I did is I just copy the default configuration for a default site to my site configuration, which is jtech.ltd. So next is let's edit some values inside our server host file, virtual server host. Okay, for the server name, this is gonna be jtech.ltd. Okay, so for our document root, so this is default HTML, and then I think that's all, just the server name jtech.ltd. It should be the same with your virtual server host file, only that it has an extension of .conf. But here for the server name, this is actually jtech.ltd. Same is true with your domain name. It should be the same. Okay. So default HTML, and then Control O to write, and then Control X. Okay, and there we have. So let's now test the configuration, or let's try to enable our site, because we utilize the port 80. Okay, enabling. Okay, and then the next thing is we need to disable the default site configuration, because like I said, it utilizes the port 80. So later on, for another video, I think we will try to install SSL. So now our default site is now configured. Okay, so the next thing we will do is upload our site. So this is my site. Okay, I will just zip this one, compress, and then let's head to our Webmin console. So let's just copy this one. So what I'm doing is just I'm basically copying commands because it's easy to follow rather than to type, because I'm not a typer. I used to be, but you know, as we get older, our hands and fingers kind of grumpy. Okay, so just follow along, and then under the tools we will utilize the file manager, and then remember so just take note of the server location. So we are at, let's close this one. So we are actually at the var, and then here it is, WHTML. So this is the default index file where, let's copy this one for you to see. So there's no HTTPS yet. So this is the index.html that you see here. So what we will do is we will upload in this current directory our website. So I have actually unzipped the website. It's right here, and then let's just drag it here and then upload. Okay, I hope you're following, or at least you can follow. And then there you go, it says assets, but what we will do now is try to rename this one. Let's try to rename this to index 123 1234, and then let's try to log into our terminal. Okay, let's try to log in our terminal. We will try to unzip this one. So we are now at our webmin. So to do that, we have to cd to the directory var www for the web, and then HTML. Let's try to ls to list. Okay, there's an unzip, and then sudo unzip assets.zip. So what this will do is it will unzip the website folders inside the asset file. Sudo unzip. So inflating, so it's done. Let's clear this out, and let's go back to our file manager, and then there we have the assets. So we can now just remove this. Okay, can we remove that? Okay, you can actually delete the file. So once we browse the refresh this, it should now display the website that we have just uploaded. So let's try to refresh for you to see. Okay, so there we go. We have now JTech website for our IP address, public IP address. Now this is something like unsafe or unprofessional. So we'll try to map this IP address to this jtech.ltd. So to do that, let's go back to our, okay, let's try to utilize the terminal within the webmin. Okay, so it's actually doing that. To do that, so you have disabled the site, .conf, and then of course let's close this one because we have webmin terminal. So what we will do is system ctl restart. We'll try to restart Apache because we have configured the server, and then now we have to go to our DNS management. In my case, I'm using GoDaddy, so you can do, or if in your case you have Namecheap, etc., it's just the same. So under the DNS records, we will add DNS records. So for the type is A, okay, and then use the @ for all, and then just type the IP address. So just copy this one, and then no HTTP. Take note, the type is A and the name is @ this @ signifies everything that is actually pointing to the IP address. Should be translated to jtech.ltd. For what I understand. Okay, so jtech, so ttl, you can actually make it custom. So 12, okay, 600 is the minimum, and then records, IP address, and then save. Okay, so it will take some time depending on the propagation. So in less than an hour or 600 seconds, I guess. So that's the maximum or the minimum time to propagate your DNS records. So let's try to refresh or type the jtech.ltd. Okay, we are at GoDaddy. So it's not propagating yet, but it should propagate at a reasonable amount of time. So we added like 600 seconds. So that's it for the air records. We have IP address, spark domains. Okay, so let's try to wait. But for the IP address, it is now fully working. So for the next video tutorial, we will try to install SSL certificate using Let's Encrypt to our website. Okay, so another real use case scenario for your Google Cloud development, web development tutorial. So that's it.